Hello everyone, myself Snehal Shinde, lecturer in Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology from Electrical Department. Chapter 4, Electric Traction. So the railways and public service carrying passengers and goods have existed for over 170 years and for longer than that in mining and industrial works. In early days, railways were laid down for horse drawn trains of wagons in the coal mines. The track hauling way was made up of stone, slabs, or timber wood. As the Industrial Revolution progressed, these were replaced with the cast iron, wrought iron plates. In early 19th century, steel rails were developed which enable use of flanked wheels. Steam locomotives was in use for many years during 18th century and early decades of 19th century. Today there are two main sources of power for locomotive, that is oil and electricity. The steam locomotive is not in the use due to the several drawbacks. So the traction, the act of drawing or pulling by power is known as the traction. There are number of systems of producing this power like steam engine drive, diesel engine drive, electric drive, battery drive and hybrid drive. So this is the electric traction. So it will be using the electric supply. So now our first point is requirements of idle traction system. In this, the high starting torque with the moderate starting current. So the starting torque should be high because initially heavy mass is to be accelerated rapidly. Next is the speed control should be convenient and smooth. So its speed control should be easy and comfortable. It should be a self-contained unit and size should be compact which can run on the any route. It should withstand temporary overloads. Then efficiency should be high. Braking system should be effective and convenient for the passengers. The braking energy should be utilized for the regenerative braking. Braking system should be effective. It should be smooth. It should causes minimum wear and tear of brake shoes. If possible, regenerative braking should be employed. Operation should be clean and should not involve smoke or dust. So it should not pollute the environment. Acceleration and deceleration should be smooth with the optimum time, and it should not produce interference with neighboring communications lines. Speed should be high. Initial cost and running cost should be low or reasonable. It should causes minimum wear and tear of the track. It should be compact. So these are the requirements of an idle traction system. So here are the different types of the traction system used in Bharat, India. So the traction system can be classified into two categories. First is the non-electric traction system. This traction system does not use electricity, example, steam engine drive, direct internal combustion engine drive, direct IC engine drive. So the steam engine drive, reciprocating steam engine is used to get the necessary motive power, and advantages of the steam engine drive are it is simplicity of the design, operational dependability, simplified maintenance, easy speed control, non-tied to any particular work, no interference with the telecommunication lines. So here are the disadvantages of the steam engine drive, that low thermal efficiency, need of adequate supplies of the feed water at a regular intervals, periodic stops are necessary to clean the ash plant, cannot be put into the service or operation immediately, coefficient of adjustment is less, so difficulties while negotiating curves, power to weight ratio is low, low starting torque, heavy repair cost, low acceleration and retardation rate, zero point 0.6 to 0.8 km per hour per second, not clean due to the coat, dust, smoke, not suitable for the underground railway system due to the smoke. So next is the electric traction system. So the traction system uses electricity partly or completely. Example, straight electric drive, that is battery electric drive, and diesel electric drive. So here are the advantages of it, like it is a self-contained unit, it is having a low initial cost, simple speed control, then it is also having simple braking system. It can run on different road or track conditions, higher efficiency than the steam locomotive, and it is having a disadvantages like for our country oil is to be imported, so it is not good for economy. It cannot be overloaded, maintenance and running cost is high, and life is comparatively shorter. So electric traction system, in the electric traction system, the straight electric drive, so the straight electric drive, this system uses DC series motor or single phase AC series motor or a three phase induction motor. The electrical input is directly fed to the motor and the torque is generated. So the advantages of the straight electric drive are cleanliness, absence of the smoke, ash, so suitable for underground railway also. And it is having a high starting torque, then high acceleration and retardation 1.5 to 2.5 kilometer per hour per second, high traffic holding capacity, and it is suitable for the urban area. Flexibility of the operation, this gives better traffic handling. Maintenance cost is 50% of the steam locomotive. Starting time is very less. Regenerative braking can be applied. About 80% of the electric energy is fed back to supply lines. Also due to this, less requirement of the mechanical braking. So less maintenance, wear and tear of the brake shoes, wheels, rails. Then center of gravity is low than the steam locomotive. So curvatures can be negotiated at the higher speed. Power to weight ratio is high. Absence of unbalanced forces, so coefficient of adjustment is more. Saving is the high grade coal used for metallurgical purpose. So the disadvantage of this is high capital cost due to the overhead equipment. So electric traction becomes uneconomical unless heavy traffic is to be handled. Power failure of few minutes causes distortion in the traffic. Traction is used tied to the electric routes. Provision to negotiate negative booster is necessary. Otherwise, it causes the corrosion of the underground pipes. So, battery drive, in the battery drive, this came into existence after 1830 AD. The vehicles carry secondary batteries which supply power to the driving motors, DC series motor. These are suitable for daily run of 40 to 60 kilometer and are generally used in industrial works for carrying goods. These are also very popular in the gassy mines. The motors and batteries used in that case are flame proof. The speed control is very easy and effective. Maintenance is easy and cheap. However, the battery needs charging at regular intervals. So next is the diesel electric drive. So diesel engine drive or direct internal combustion engine drive. A diesel engine is used which is coupled to a DC generator. The speed of diesel engine is maintained constant. The DC generator supplies power to traction motors which are connected to the driving axles. So as the name suggests, it uses internal combustion, that is IC engine, which is obtained by burning the diesel. So here is the block diagram of the diesel engine drive or diesel locomotive. So the diesel engine, it uses diesel as a fuel. The combustion of diesel produces gases due to which piston movement is obtained. The reciprocating movement is converted to the rotation of the shaft. The shaft is coupled to the fluid coupling mechanism. Next is the fluid coupling. So it uses as a mechanical power transmitting medium. It is an alternative to mechanical clutch. The fluid coupling consists of a shell. Inside the shell, hydraulic fluid is filled. The diesel engine shaft has turbine connected. This turbine rotates in hydraulic fluid. This causes the flow of the fluid. So the motion or the flow of the fluid is toroidal. This motion is transferred to the output turbine connected at other end. Thus mechanical energy from IC engine is transferred through the fluid. The output is coupled to the gearbox. So it can accelerate the train rapidly. The control is comparatively smoother, but it is not suitable to take the heavy loads. So it uses generally restricted for shunting in the traction and very short span trains. It is widely used for the transport, road transport. So the diesel engine is a self-contained unit. No need of electrified road. Thank you.